plum jelly is good. If you get the grape jelly, holy crap, is that good. But here's the good stuff. These are golden. The only thing better than plum jelly is grape jelly. You think plum jelly is good, grape jelly is like 100 times better than plum jelly. I'm Jason Abraham. Welcome to the Mendota Ranch. On this episode of the Mendota Ranch, I found some wild grapes and they are ready to be picked. We're making wild grape jelly. Telling you, when you pull a tree down. You know, one thing that's kind of interesting about these grapevines, like this is essentially like a young vine, and those are the ones got all the grapes. Like you get an established grapevine, and there's probably a reason why, but like, don't you notice that, Bonnie, where it's like you don't get any grapes off of the old?
Yeah, they just
it's like
get more dry. This
is like one of the better grapes I've ever seen, grape trees. I found this for Bonnie, by the way, in case you were wondering who found it. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down, help her pick a little bit. And then of course, we'll go, after we get a bunch picked, then we'll go to the house and Bonnie will make some jelly. Right? Those are kind of purple. Those look pretty good up there. But there's still a lot of green. What'd you say about the green? Will they turn?
They'll turn.
So we kind of got down here in the creek, and we were up a little higher elevation when we were picking earlier, and these down here in the creek are not quite there yet. They're a lot greener.
Okay, so I'm rinsing them. I just rinse them. Any bugs in there, pull them out. Any loose leaves, pull them out. But you just cook them in the clumps on the stems and all, because they strain out later. So I'm just loading up my pot. I'm not sure how they're gonna fit. I'm thinking I might have enough for 2 pots, maybe. We'll see.
I didn't put any leaves. When I picked up, I didn't leave any leaves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the only time you've picked in 25 years.
You saying I'm an amateur grape picker? I'm actually on the taste. I'm in the taste department, so I'm not much for I like to eat the grapes. Or I like to eat. I like the grape.
The jelly.
I like the grape jelly. I like the grape jelly. I like to watch you make the grape jelly.
So it's kind of like a 3-step process, unless you just feel like you're in the zone to do it the whole day. But picking the grapes is a big chore, and then this part is making the juice, and it's kind of time consuming because you gotta cook them down and then strain them, and depending on how much goop's in there, you might have to strain them again. And then I like to let the juice sit overnight in the refrigerator, and then sometimes some of that other stuff will settle to the bottom, and then you can start cooking it with really pretty clear juice, clean juice, and have a bunch of trash in it. So
there you go. I helped you.
thanks for that.
Yep.
I should have put them all in one pan.
I don't know where they're gonna fit in anything.
Okay. Let's even it up a little.
When do we get to step on the crushing?
We're gonna use our masher.
We're not making wine.
We're not making wine.
3 to 3.5 pounds of grapes per pan.
Well, I'm going by the Sure Gel recipe, and it talks about Concord grapes, but we got wild grapes. So
Got it. 1.5 cups of water
yeah.
in each one.
Gotta turn them on. Once they start boiling, we'll get our mashers out and start mashing it, the lid on it. But they've got to simmer for 10 minutes once they start. Got all these tiny seeds. So that's what strains out once we start straining.
All the seeds and stuff.
Yeah, seeds and stems and.
So I'm Lebanese. So for Christmas, one of the things we have this big family get together, and one of the things we do is they cook Lebanese food, and one of the deals is grape leaves. So it's like grape leaves. What's in there? Rice and meat.
Rice and meat and some spices.
Yeah. And
got lemon juice in the broth.
it looks exactly like a dog turd.
No, they're delicious.
They're not delicious.
They're delicious.
They look just like a dog turd has been eating too much grass.
They're delicious.
No, they're not. They're not good. No,
they're delicious.
They're not good.
The non-Lebanese people like it better
Yeah,
than
the people
your generation Lebanese don't like it as much as the in-laws.
the really white people, they like it.
It's all very healthy food.
But us.
We are in charge of the fatires. We've done the fatires.
So we do the fatires.
How many years now have we done that?
I don't know. We've done it a long time.
It's like a meat pie.
Yeah, it's a meat pie. So yeah, maybe come Christmas we'll have to show you some Lebanese food. It's not very good.
Yes, it is.
The meat pies are really good.
It's good.
The dog turds, I'm not eating.
It's good.
So I'm glad we're not making dog turds.
I'm trying a new strainer this year. I bought these paint strainers at Home Depot instead of cheesecloth. So we're gonna try this year. We'll see.
Alright.
Okay, here's some bubbling.
This one. I'm getting juice on my face.
Okay, let's put the lid on. Let them simmer about 10 minutes.
How long will it take to go?
We're gonna go about 5 more minutes just to make sure it's hot enough. Okay, I'm straining, so this is all the good. We're gonna put it in here and let it run through. You can use an old, wore out cotton t-shirt. Seems like cheesecloth always falls. So I'm just scooping out the gunk first, and then I'll pour what's left in the bottom on top of it. Some pretty juice.
This is what we strain the honey with, right?
Yep. But it's a paint strainer.
Oh, okay.
But you can strain honey with it. So there's a bunch of seeds in there, and juice, and then juice will continue to drip from. Look at all those seeds left in there.
Golly.
let that strain and drain, and then we'll come check it.
Lady, are we doing a good job? We doing a good job? Did we do a good job? Yes. Did we do it right? Yes. So how long is it gonna strain?
We're just gonna let it sit here for at least
an hour.
45 minutes.
Then do we squeeze it in?
We'll squeeze it, yeah. We'll
Make
let
sure
it
we
drain
get it
and
all
then
out.
we'll squeeze it, but it's super hot.
That's cool. Cool. Yeah. See you in a minute. Okay. So what? An hour? It's been an hour or so.
Not 45 minutes.
So we put some rubber bands on here to keep it out of the juice.
Let it cool off, because it's hot.
Let me set this down. What are you doing?
No. That's good. Good job.
Hot. Woo! That bad boy's hot.
Yeah, that's why we're letting it cool off.
I squeeze it more, but it's just like.
You just don't want to squeeze any. It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really hot.
Yeah, it's steaming.
There's my hand. Good. Look at there.
Bunch of seeds.
And juice.
A lot of pretty juice.
All right, so we're gonna pour the juice now.
That ought to make 2 batches. Surely.
Surely.
So we're gonna let this juice sit overnight in the fridge, and then like if there's any particles in there, pieces of skin that went through, they'll go to the bottom, and I'll strain it again.
Oh, I think my hands are permanently stained.
You look like a dye your clothes or something.
Look there. Hands are stained. Me.
Purple.
I got purple hands now. Okay, so what's this the next afternoon? So now we're gonna finish up the grape jelly, right?
Yep.
All right, what are we doing?
Okay, so I let this juice set overnight in the fridge, and it's got a little film on it. It looks like maybe a seed or 2 floating in there. So we're gonna strain it one more time, see if it catches anything. See that? Goopy.
That's probably all the good stuff.
Leaves like a little film on there.
A little dirt or something in there.
Like pith. I think it's part of the skin, and it's kind of thick. And really, you just want the juice. So that's why I let it sit overnight, because a lot of that goes to the bottom.
Yeah, it's
It just stays there.
something important to do. So let it sit overnight so all that crap settles out.
So we need 5 cups of juice.
Ooh, it's gonna be close.
You can add half a cup of water if you're a little bit short. I've had to do that before, and it doesn't make any difference. 5 cups of
5
juice.
Okay.
Juice in our pot. Okay, so this will warm up, and then you can add like a half a teaspoon of butter in there, and it supposedly keeps it from foaming, but sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I still think it has the same amount of foam. I don't know, we'll see. But if it's foamy, once you put it in the jars, you can just take a spoon and scoop that off, and it comes right off. So we're gonna let that warm up a little, and we'll put our Sure Gel in. And I just follow the Sure Gel instructions. Sure Gel, if you need sugar-free, they do have sugar-free. I've never made it, but they do have it. And you can buy fruit in the grocery store and make jelly, or at the farmer's market, or whatever kind you want.
It's not as good as wild grape.
No, this is,
Sand plum is good too, but wild grape is the
the
best.
best, and it's harder to come by.
Yeah.
I didn't make any plum because we're still eating.
Yeah, we
from
still
2
got
years ago.
we still got plum, so we didn't do plum this year. Plum's easy. Usually about every year we have plums. Grapes? No.
We're getting warm, so I'm gonna drop, it's like a half teaspoon of butter in there. Pack of sugar gel. Get warm until everything dissolves. Once they start simmering pretty good, I'll add the sugar, and it takes 7 cups of sugar.
Nice.
7.
7.
5 cups of juice.
That's not much.
7 cups of sugar. Some purple jelly. You should get 8 to 9 jars per batch. Sometimes I get more, so I got extra jars ready.
What did you do to prepare the jars?
I ran them through the dishwasher. And then every year I just use new lids. You use the same jars and same rings, but you get new lids. I like these wide mouth jars because they're easy to fill. I also have some cool older jars too that I always get out too. So, and I got this at an antique store. It's getting hot. I'm gonna pour the sugar in.
All 7 cups?
7 cups.
It's not like it's 8.
7.
I mean, 8 would be a lot.
You gotta measure exactly.
That's a lot of sugar.
That's why it tastes so good.
It's not like you're eating a lot. I mean, you're just smearing a little bit. I mean, 1 jar lasts you a month.
Wow. So this dissolves, and then it'll get hot, and once it's at a rolling boil where it doesn't like stop as you're stirring it, let it boil like that for exactly 1 minute, and then that's when you start putting it in the jars. Turn it off and start ladling. Sometimes it takes a while. That sugar cools it down. Okay, this is a rolling boil, so we're gonna let it do this for 1 minute. Put it in. Even a little foamy, but let's see if I can do it. Ten and a little.
10 and a half.
Good deal.
10
So you never know. Sometimes you'll get 9. Sometimes you get 10.
Oh, dang, that's good.
Okay, so we leave them upside down 20, 30 minutes, and then flip them back over, and then you'll start hearing them pop, and then let them sit overnight, and then mark your lids. And I just write plum or grape in the year. That's what I do.
That's the first
Start
batch,
again.
so now we got batch number 2. We'll start again, clean up and start over. So Bonnie's if you're wondering, Bonnie's a freaking badass cook. I've always said she should have married some fat ass that like to eat more than me. I like to eat just I like to eat. I'm all about quality and not quantity. So, but she's a good cook. So, all right, there you go, wild grape. We went from gathering to smashing to making wild grape jelly. It's the best stuff in the world. And no, we don't sell it, and no, we don't give it away. Not the grape.
Not the grape.
Not the grape. And don't get any big ideas. I'm a very good shot. All right. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye.
It's not super set, but it's, yeah, it is. That pretty. Yum, yum. Okay. Give it a try. Yum.
Yum.
Good. Good.
So that was the little batches left over. So
A little happy.
the little halfy. And then here's what we got out of. So that was 2 batches. So we'll probably go back and get some more. Cool. All right. Catch y'all later.